Let's take another look at the setup across the Midwest. We had the warm front that came through. It's delivered a pretty nice day, minus some of the stronger wind gusts we've had from the south, but that's what's been helping to warm things up into the 60s and close to 70 in spots. It's been sunshine to start. Cloud covers building in as the cold front is going to be swinging through. So that will give us that chance for a little bit of light rain as we go through the later parts of today. Also behind that cold front, really strong winds through this area and pretty chilly temperatures. In fact, you can see some snow working its way through Denver and Colorado, Wyoming, parts of Montana. That tells you how cold things are. Of course, a lot of that in the mountainous regions, but we are going to get pretty chilly and windy. More importantly, the winds will be fairly problematic. And so when you look at South and North Dakota, already a high wind warning and wind advisory, and some of those stronger winds are going to get transported, so to speak, into the Hawkeye State. In fact, it's been pretty windy today. Those gusts around 30 to 35 miles per hour. But the cold front's going to come through. You're going to see the winds dropping off briefly for tonight. It's still going to be breezy, just not quite as gusty, at least to start the night. As we go through closer to sunrise tomorrow, gusts are already around 30 miles per hour. Look at this, 41 in Sioux Falls, and those 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts are going to move overhead for tomorrow afternoon. I think at most we could see the wind gusts up to about 45. We'll be close to wind advisory criteria, so we'll see if we actually get any to be issued. But as we go through, say, Tuesday night and Wednesday, we're still looking at the wind gusts around 30 miles per hour. Finally, Wednesday night into Thursday, the winds should not be quite as strong. But it has a big impact on the temperature. It's a south wind today. That's why we're a little bit warmer. Northwest breeze tomorrow. You're looking at a high near 50 degrees. Still pretty windy Wednesday. That'll keep us in the mid-50s. And then as the winds lighten and then eventually shift to the southeast, we're back to the 60s there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The last time we had highs in the upper 40s or low 50s like we're expecting tomorrow, you have to go back more than 6 months ago to early April. It's going to be a little bit of a shock to the system, especially considering the wind chills will probably feel like the upper 30s and low 40s during the day tomorrow. And another impact of the winds, as they lighten up during the nighttime hours, it allows for some colder temperatures. So we're perhaps down to 32 Thursday morning and 34 on Friday morning. So bottom line, just make sure you're prepared for this cold and the wind, and you are bundled up as you go outside. Again, we'll expect just a few light rain showers to pass by as we go through the late afternoon and the evening. There's really not a whole lot of chances for rain in the forecast until the end of the weekend. In the meantime, we'll just try to warm our way back up to the 60s by Friday.